Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session on combustion, flame, and fuels. Let's get started with the learning objectives. Before we jump into fire and flames, don't worry, not literally, let's take a quick look at what you're going to learn today. By the end of this session, you will be able to do some pretty cool things. First, you'll understand what combustion is and what three things are always needed to make something burn. You'll learn about different types of combustion, like why some fuels explode and others just smolder. Ever stared into a candle flame? You'll soon know exactly what's happening in each zone of the flame and which part is actually the hottest. We'll also talk about fuels, what makes a fuel good, and why gas is often better than wood for cooking. You'll get to know what a calorific value is. No, it's not something from your fitness tracker. It's how we measure how much heat a fuel gives. And importantly, we'll explore the difference between complete and incomplete combustion because some types of burning can actually be very dangerous. You'll also see how burning fuels affects the environment, things smoke, soot, carbon dioxide, and more. And of First thing, why does a lamp flame glow? Why do we use coal or LPG or wood? What is the difference? Keep these in mind as we go along. What is combustion? Combustion or burning is a chemical process in which a substance, called the fuel, reacts with oxygen from air and releases heat and often light. In many cases, the reaction yields carbon dioxide and water if fuel is hydrocarbon. For combustion to start, three things must be present: one, fuel; two, oxygen; three, heat. Fire triangle or combustion triangle. If you remove any one of those, say cut off oxygen, the fire will stop. That's how fire extinguishers work. Quiz time. Which of these is not required for combustion? A. Fuel. B. Oxygen. C. Water. D. Ignition or heat. Yes, the correct answer is option C, water. Water isn't required for combustion. In fact, water often inhibits fire, except electrical fires. Combustion can happen in different ways. Rapid combustion, where burning is fast and gives heat and light. Example, matchstick burning. Spontaneous combustion, when substance catches fire on its own, like phosphorus or sodium in air. Explosion, a violent, rapid combustion producing gas, heat, and sound, like the firecrackers. Slow combustion, like rusting, digestion of food, or charcoal smoldering. Quiz time. What type of combustion is occurring when iron rusts? A. Rapid. B. Spontaneous. C. Slow. D. Explosion. Answer. It is slow combustion. Though not a flame, it is a slow chemical reaction with oxygen. What is a flame? A flame is the visible gaseous part of combustion. It happens when the vaporized fuel reacts with oxygen in that zone, producing light and heat. In a simple candle flame, there are three zones. Innermost zone, dark or non-luminescent. Here the fuel is rising and not yet burnt. The second zone is middle, luminous yellow zone, where partial combustion takes place because of glowing carbon particles. The third zone is the outer non-luminous blue zone, where complete combustion takes place because of enough of oxygen with high temperature. Interestingly, the outer zone or the blue zone is usually hottest because there is enough oxygen for full combustion. The yellow zone is glowing due to incandescent carbon particles, but combustion is not complete. Quiz time again. Which zone of a flame is the hottest? A. Innermost dark zone. B. Middle luminous zone. C. Outer non-luminous or the blue zone. D. The zone just above flame. Answer. Option C. The outer non-luminous blue zone is the hottest because combustion there is more complete with good oxygen supply. What is a fuel? A fuel is a substance that burns to give heat and sometimes light. Some criteria for a good fuel are: they are easily available, cheap, ignition temperature should be moderate, easy to store and transport, doesn't leave too many ash or pollutants, and have high calorific value. Calorific value. Stay till the end to know more. Fuels can be classified into three types: solid fuels, example wood, coal, charcoal; liquid fuels, petrol, kerosene, diesel, ethanol; gaseous fuels, LPG, natural gas, biogas, hydrogen. Each has advantages and disadvantages on the basis of ease of handling, storage, heat produced, and pollution. Remember, we spoke about calorific value for an ideal fuel? Yes, the calorific value of a fuel is the amount of heat produced when 1 kg of fuel is completely burnt. Fuels with high calorific value are more efficient. Quiz time. Why is LPG considered a better fuel than wood in many cases? A. As LPG is solid. B. As LPG gives more heat per kg, that means higher calorific value. C. As LPG leaves large ash. Or D. As LPG burns slower. The key reason is B, as LPG has higher calorific value and burns cleanly compared to wood, which gives ash and smoke. Complete combustion versus incomplete combustion. If fuel burns with enough oxygen, we get complete combustion. For example, when methane burns with enough oxygen, it gives out carbon dioxide, water, and some heat. But if oxygen is limited, then incomplete combustion occurs. For example, methane reacts with limited presence of oxygen, gives out carbon monoxide, water, or carbon. Some negative effects when fuels burn improperly or excessively. Carbon monoxide is poisonous. Soot or particulate matter causes respiratory problems. Carbon dioxide increase leads to global warming. Sulfur oxides or nitrogen oxides from burning coal or petrol cause acid rain. So we must aim for efficient and clean combustion wherever possible. Quiz time. Incomplete combustion of carbon based fuels can produce which dangerous gas? A. Oxygen, B. Nitrogen, C. Carbon monoxide, and D. Helium. The correct answer is option C. Carbon monoxide, which is very poisonous. To stop a fire, remove one side of the fire triangle. Remove fuel, remove oxygen, or remove heat. For this purpose, we use fire extinguishers. Different fire extinguishers use different tactics. For example, carbon dioxide extinguisher displace oxygen. Water cools, foam or powder smothers fire. Let's recap. Combustion is reaction of fuel plus oxygen plus heat. Flames have zones. Outer zone is the hottest. Fuels can be solid, liquid, or gas. Good fuels have high heat output or high calorific value. Complete combustion gives carbon dioxide and water. Incomplete combustion gives carbon monoxide and soot. Burning fuels poorly can lead to pollution, so efficient combustion and safety matters. Thanks for watching. If you like this, don't forget to pause and try out the quizzes, and also like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.